thank you guys for all being here. I had kind of a quick question. I know you're campaigning and therefore you can solve all the world's problems. I just, you're all working. I'd like to know, it seems to me that being on the city council is actually a full-time job. And so if you're teaching, John, and you're running your business and you're running your business, how do you possibly see that you're going to have the time to contribute to the city council what really has to be contributed? Thank you.
I can answer that. I'm an educator, but I've spearheaded a coalition of Providence neighborhood associations. I serve on the board of the Fox Point Everett Association. I also serve on the board of the Wayland Square Neighborhood Association and the Downtown Neighborhood Association, as well as serving on Brown's Alumni Board of Governors.
So you're very busy.
So what I'm saying here is I'm very busy, and I have the capacity and the energy and the passion to do that. I think those board associations would relinquish, of course, but I've got the wherewithal and also the capacity and the effectiveness to get the job done. And so one thing that I also want to address here is think about values for a moment. As an educator, I wake up every single day at the crack of dawn to teach children about the world and how they can make the world a better place. And so if you put that in perspective, I think that should tell you a lot about who I am, my character, and my values.
Yeah.
So great question, Mr. Villado. It's certainly you can't have two full-time jobs and expect to do both of them well. In my industry, the real estate industry, I'm in a nice position of not being answerable to somebody else. And the nature of the industry also lends to the fact that it can be a very slow industry. So I'm in a position that I'm both capable and willing to withdraw some of my activity, especially the speediness in which I'm active with it, so that I can focus on this and do a good job here. Additionally, I forgot to mention this, but it's funny. I have the time as it is now. I've been involved not just with Providence community stuff, but I've been a volunteer and a board member with the American Red Cross Rhode Island chapter. I bring that up because just today, this morning, I spent 3 hours at Providence Emergency Management getting a training in emergency management incident response. So I already have some time built into my schedule. I'm able to make my living without having to be dependent on other people or a boss or answerable to a boss. And I also I'm going to be consolidating some of this stuff I'm doing into being your next council person.
Thank you. So I mentioned earlier today that I'm a small business owner, but I have complete and total flexibility over my time. I also have wanted to make public service a component of the rest of my life. I also serve on, you can name them, 5, 6 boards at a time. I'm the everywhere, every time guy. A lot of us serve together. Some of those boards you have to no longer be on, but yes. Can I do this? Absolutely. Why? Because I want to do it. I have positioned myself economically and with my time management to be able to take on the task, and it is a full-time job, which is why it will be my first job. I'm putting my other job, my other industry, second to this if I'm elected. That's the promise you get from me here in the room that I will keep. It has been proven to those of you who know me by my service, as some of my friends up here have done, with our boards and our associations that we have been on, and the cleanups we have gone to, and painting the bridge, and Rhode Island Pride, and running beer wineries, and everything we want to do because we love this city. So I think up here you do have people who are truly dedicated. We have different ways in approaching it, and we have different abilities to get it done. But you do have 3 people here who I can say, speak for myself, and I'd like to just speak for them, absolutely dedicated to the time needed.
Thank you.